Hey guys, it's Monday, May 2nd, and I've been on T for 6 weeks. Um, so last weekend, well, not this past weekend, but the weekend before, I went home and I came out to my dad, which was really nerve-wracking and kind of awkward, for a little bit. He was pretty accepting, actually. He, he was like, I may not understand, and I may not, know how I'll feel later, but you'll always be my kid. And honestly, that's more than I expected. That's more than I could ever ask for. I'm really happy that my dad is awesome like that. And like he wasn't awkward about it like the next day or anything. Like he made me breakfast the next morning, so I was happy. But he asked a lot of really important questions, I think, because tea is expensive and insurance doesn't cover it. And what's really funny is I was taking birth control before this because that time of the month is awful. But so that was really expensive, but it was covered by insurance. And it was apparently like $70, $80 a month. And I told Dad, yeah, so, what did I say? I said something like, yeah, 5 lasts me 2.5 months, and that's half of a prescription, and it's $100. So $100 for 2.5 months, that's way cheaper than you were paying before. So anyway, he was happy that it was cheaper. But yeah, then I went to my mom's house the next day, and I couldn't tell her. Like, I don't even know. I couldn't say it. My stepdad was in the room, like, constantly. And I didn't feel ready to tell her. As weird as that, I don't know, maybe somebody understands, but I just didn't feel ready, so I didn't tell her, which is really bad, because summer's coming up soon, and, yeah, that's gonna be weird. If you guys, can't notice, or haven't noticed, my voice is doing all kinds of weird things right now. I just gave myself my 4th shot? Yeah. I just gave myself my 4th shot, so it's probably doing all kinds of funny things right now. Maybe that's just the adrenaline. I don't know. Sorry about that. But yeah, it's changing. It's cracking. It's all over the place. So yeah. Let's see. Acne, it hasn't gone away. I lied. It hasn't gone away. It's really not that bad. I figured I would have to live with acne for the rest of my life because both of my parents get mild acne attacks. Even now, my dad's in his 50s, my mom's in her late 40s, and they still get acne attacks. So I figured I'd be living with it for the rest of my life anyway, so it's really not a big deal to me. I mean, I know some guys are really, really freaked out by it, but it's never really been a problem for me. Like, nobody's ever, like, made fun of me for it. I got made fun of for other weird things. Never acne, so, maybe kids are different now, I don't know. Muscle. I haven't gone to the gym since the last time Amber dragged me there, which was a few weeks ago. But I do have a weight set under my bed, that my mom got me for Christmas one year, and I haven't been using that like I should, but I did work out, what was it, Sunday? Yeah, I've been doing a lot of, like, crunches and stuff, and, trying to work on my stomach because it's bad. But I really want those V-cuts, because they're awesome, and I would probably look really hot with them. Anyways, But yeah, like, I know you can't see it because the background behind me is white, and I'm very white, but it's all good. It's all good. I think it looks really nice. My shoulders look nice. This shirt is really small. Yeah, this shirt is actually a medium, and usually mediums don't fit me like this, but if you can see, the seams are right on my shoulders, and they're usually not that. It's weird. Like, I was wearing a small t-shirt the other day, and Amber was like, "Your arms look really big today." I was like, "No, honey, it's just a smaller t-shirt." But this is a medium, and it's weird because the shoulders are weird. I don't know. Facial hair. Okay, big update. I have like a little over a week's growth mustache. You can't see it. It's really light, but if you look really close, you can see it. I'm not gonna try and show you on this because this webcam's shitty. But I also found I officially have, I think, 4 bottom lip hairs and like 3 chin hairs, and if I'm not hallucinating, I found 2 sideburn hairs over here. So yeah, I'm happy. As for body hair, my armpit hair has gone crazy. But other than that, I haven't seen much change anywhere else from what I had before. Like, I already had like a nice happy trail, some chest hair. My leg hair is pretty gnarly. It's been gnarly since I was like 12. Because I never shave. I've never shaved. Well, I did, but I stopped a long time ago. I was like, fuck that. And I have like hand hair. I have hair on my hand. I have hair on my toes. I have hair on my feet. I'm pretty hairy. It's really light, but I'm pretty hairy anyway. I'm hoping that'll come in darker eventually. I could be hallucinating. I think the hair around my belly button's getting darker, but it just could be me looking for something. Anyway. I have a fun story to tell. This past weekend we were at the lake. Amber, her boyfriend, and I, and a couple of our friends. We were at the lake, and we were a little buzzed. I had a beer. Some other people had had a beer or 2, 3. So we were all a little buzzed, and we're sitting there at this picnic table. And this kid comes up on his bike, and he's asking us if we had seen his sister. And you know, he's like describing her, and all of a sudden he points at my friend and he goes, "Have you been drinking?" And we were all like, no, she doesn't do that. And you know, he's all busy accusing her for a minute, and then he goes, "Is that a boy?" And I was just buzzing enough to think that was the funniest shit I'd ever heard in my life at that very moment, and I cracked up. And once I got under control, I was like, yeah. And he goes, "I doubt that." And we could barely contain ourselves. We thought that was the funniest thing we'd ever heard. This kid was like 10 years old, and it was one of those you had to have been there moments. It was just ridiculously funny. Let's see what else. Oh, I had a wing meeting earlier today, like actually an hour ago, and I live in an all-girl hallway in the dorm, because I had to register for school as a female, unfortunately. So I live in an all-girl hallway, and this wing meeting, we sit out in the hallway and listen to our RA tell us things we need to know before we move out. So I'm in a hallway full of girls that are staring at me like I don't belong, which they're probably right. It's gonna be really awkward next year if they ever see me. because I'm probably gonna have a pretty gnarly mustache. Like, Doug and I have agreed that we're gonna do No Shave November this year, and we're gonna have a mustache off. It's gonna be awesome. I feel like my hands have gotten, I don't know, more manly. I don't know how to define that, but like they haven't gotten more veiny. I don't know, they feel more muscular. Maybe it's just me. Like, I don't know. It's probably just me. Because I'm kind of dumb like that. I also think my cheekbones have gotten more defined. But that's because I'm a dork. And I'm looking for things that aren't there. So. Alright, well, this has been... Oh, one more thing. So, I don't know, it's probably not just me, but I've always wanted an Adam's apple. Call me weird, but I've always wanted an Adam's apple. So, ever since my voice has started dropping, I've been checking, like, my Adam's apple. And I'm starting to get one, and I'm, like, really fucking excited, like, okay, that's it. Anyway, so I'm gonna cut this off. Hopefully my voice stops doing weird things soon. And I'll check you guys later. Based on what I've seen from both of my parents, they get mild acne attacks. I have a phone text thing. Oh my god, that is what I just told her. Anyways, where was I? Fuck. Oh my god. Okay. Oh my god, fucking messages all over the place. Oh my god. Seriously? Perfect timing. Oh my god. Fuck, what do I say now? Anyway. My neighbors are getting rowdy. Oh, I got proposition for sex. No. I'm not putting that in my video. They don't need to know that. Shut up, Milo.